Hey Nelson, my name is Austin Peterson. I'm with Ridgeline Results. My colleague James spoke with you the other day about getting you this custom video with some free tips on how you can get ahead of your competitors online. So most likely you're asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, I'm glad I can read minds because the answer is oftentimes in the world of internet marketing, most local business owners are too busy running their own business to learn how online marketing can work to their benefit. And sometimes the only hesitation they have with hiring someone is they don't know who an expert is and who isn't. So I've found by giving people an easy blueprint of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those businesses saying, hey man, I like what you have to offer, let's work together. So if at the end of this video you want to take these tips and run and implement them yourself, no harm, no foul. But if you want to talk to us about getting more customers online, we'd love to set up a call with you and talk a little bit more about it. So let's get started here. A couple things I want to talk about today are going to be website content, and then we're going to talk about backlinking, which is basically votes from other sites to your site saying why you should be number one. And then the third thing we're going to talk about is going to be your local listing and some optimization for that. So let's get started with content. Looks like your guys' site is pretty awesome here. Looks like you do some really great work. I was looking through your pictures and stuff. But one thing that's very important with content is your main header here. You want to tell Google where you work and what you do. So what I would do here, and I'm going to use bathroom remodeling just for a quick reference because it looks like you guys do that. So I did a quick keyword research here, and bathroom remodeling is searched a lot in your area. So we did it by Chicago bathroom remodeling. It looks like there's 6,900 searches a month in that area, which is just insane. And if you're not optimizing your site to tell Google that that's what you do, you're missing out on all those people that are going and searching that. Because if we go check this out, you'll see that these three up top are going to be getting the majority of those calls right away. And yeah, that you just want to optimize everything to where you're getting seen for that. And so another thing with this, so what I would do is go change this to probably home remodeling, because that has a lot of searches too, but maybe your home page would be home remodeling Chicago, Illinois. You're telling Google what you do and where you do it. And then along with that title, you want to remove your name from this. This is your meta title, and it correlates with that site title. So you want to say, kitchen remodeling, bathroom remodeling, Chicago, Illinois, because you're going to have your name right here in your domain, and then your name can also be down in your meta description here as well. And also they're going to see it on your local listing when they find you. Another thing with content is Google loves to see a lot of content on your homepage. So you want to have at minimum 1,000 words of content. We like to go above and beyond that and usually do 1,500 words of professionally written content. And it's going to include all those keywords that you do in the area. So we'd have it professionally written, and they would have all that stuff written out nicely on your site while maintaining the good looks that the site has. So you've got some content here telling them about these jobs, but we want to definitely beef that up. We want a lot of content. So this is content, that's content. Let's go to the bottom, see if you got any more here. Yeah, this is all content here, which is good. But you definitely want to have a lot more. And another good rule of thumb for service pages is you want to do that same thing I was talking about. You want to make your main header, what that service page is. So if you have a service page for deck builder, you want to be deck builder Chicago, Illinois, or pergola builder, you want to be pergola builder Chicago, Illinois, or whatever keyword that people are really searching for. Same goes for kitchen. And on those service pages, you want to have a good rule of thumb that we like to follow is at least 500 words of content on those service pages as well. So that kind of wraps up content. As you can tell, content's very, very important to Google, and that's one of like the main things that will get you ranked. Another thing is backlinking. I did some looking and it doesn't look like they have any information. So I don't know if you don't have any backlinks for your site yet. Um, but that's something we would definitely want to look into a little deeper and make sure you have some. And basically, I'll give you a quick rundown on backlinks. Like I said, they're a vote from another site to your site telling Google why you should be number one. And they're not all created equally. So if you went and got a backlink from Pizza Hut or Jimmy John's or something, that's not going to be near as valuable as a link from another construction site elsewhere, like in a different area. That just builds relevancy to your site, and it's those are links that Google trusts, and they're relevant to your industry, and they're going to be a lot more powerful. Basically, the way backlinks work is, they're pointing juice at your site. It's like refueling a car. When you have that thing fueled up, you're ready to go, and it's going to get you to the top there. So that's enough with backlinks. Otherwise, we'd be, talking all night about these things. Next thing I want to talk about is your local listing. And your local listing, some optimization things you do here is you want to add all the photos that you have, and you want to rename these photos to the work you're doing. So like the one I see here, if that was done in, say, Elgin, you would want to name that new deck build, excuse me, new deck build in Elgin. Or, say you did a kitchen remodel in Chicago, you'd want to say kitchen remodel Chicago, and you could even maybe put the business name in that you did it for, or, something along those lines. Because Google, they actually don't see images. The Google bot that crawls all this stuff, it does not see images. All it sees is the text behind the image. So renaming those is super important. Another thing you want to do is fully optimize this local listing. You want to fill out all the fields that Google has for you. You're basically like patting them on the back. They're like, oh, we made this platform for you. We want you to use it, and they love to see that. And in return, they're going to reward you and move you up in the rankings. Another big thing is reviews. Reviews are big time. So if you look here, you've got 20 reviews at 4.8, which is pretty good. But what you want to do is you want to beat out these other competitors. They have 94 reviews, 104 reviews, 70. Usually the rule of thumb is you want to get ahead of them on those reviews and stay ahead of them. And if we jump back, there's actually posts that you can make in this local listing, and those definitely help. If you do like a post a week, is a really good idea. Just talking about deck building and maybe community events that are going on, just something to post in there is a really good idea. And I see you might have filled out, and I'm not sure if, well, probably didn't fill this out because it would say open Veterans Day or not open Veterans Day. You want to keep up with all the things they ask you, and I'm sure you get this by email. It'll say, are you open Veterans Day? That's something you definitely want to keep up with. And that kind of covers it for your local listing. There's another thing in there. It's called citations. That's basically your name, address, phone number cited on another site. It's basically like a backlink for your local listing. So you'd want to get a lot of those. We'd have to do some research on your competitors, see how much they have, and just like backlinks, we like to throw at least another 100 on top of what your competitors have. And another cool thing with those is we can go and copy all of your competitors' stuff and implement that on your site. And then, like I said, throw a lot more on top of that. This is another really awesome tool that I have here. So what we're going to do is we're going to search for your business here. And it was Sonin Construction. and we're going to go bathroom remodeling near me, since that was a really big searched, really highly searched term. And we're just going to set our grid, and then we're going to run this thing. So what this thing does is it tells me where on the map, if someone is searching for bathroom remodeling near me, and it's going to show us where you rank, where these people are standing, or they're searching from. So if someone searched bathroom remodeling down here, this is where you're popping up. It's probably 20 plus. You want to be in that top 3. Like I said, that's the most valuable place on Google. And when I talk about this is your local listing. This is where you pop up. So this is the top 3. You want to be in these 3. When they search this, bathroom remodeling, you want to be up there in your website. You want it to be in these top 3 spots. And like I said, we're just using bathroom remodeling as an example because it's huge. But there you go, number 1, that's awesome right there. So you want to be higher up in all of these, you want to be in that 1, 2, 3 in all these different spots, because that's potential customers you're definitely missing out on not being there. And I'll show you a real quick one. I'm sure these are going to pop up, 20s being, closer to you as 20 there too. But I want to show you one that I work with, just for reference, and what we could do for you. And this would be basically our on-site optimization and SEO. This is basically what we would do to get you there. So this is one we work with in Fort Collins. As you can see, city limits here, they're number 1 there, but they're number 1 and 3 and a couple 4 and 5 that we're still working on. But yeah, they're number 1 way outside city limits, which is great. And this thing brings in a bunch of leads for us every month. And with that being said, there's a couple things that we do. So like I said, the stuff we just went over is on-site optimization and SEO. So that would be ramping up your site to get seen like this. Another thing we do, which is really awesome, if we go back to your map, or I guess we don't have to, say that you do work up in, let's just take this as Chicago for example. You do work up in Elgin, maybe Aurora, Naperville. We would build out separate, we call it lead domination sites with your logo on them. They're fully optimized, and we build them to rank in those areas so you can dominate, your local market and rank in all those different suburbs. That's one really awesome one that we do that no one else does. And like I said, SEO, and then there's 2 more. So we do Facebook marketing, which is great. We've seen a lot of return on that in Google Ads. But that is a great way to brand your name, and get your name out there. And we target the right audiences. So people that have recently been looking for deck builders or bathroom remodelers or kitchen remodelers, any service that you would provide, we'd be able to, run ads and target those type of people. And another big thing for those different areas that provides instant leads is running some Google ads. We fully optimize those ads to target stuff like this. We target those certain keywords. We see what your competitors are bidding, and we fully optimize that account to get you cheaper clicks and get you more customers, right away in those areas. So those are a couple things we offer. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want to take the tips and run, no problem. You can implement some of those yourself and hopefully get in front of more customers. But if you'd like to talk to us about getting you up there and getting you ranked and, running some different strategies to get you all those customers, we'd love to set up a call with you and learn more about your business. But that's about all I've got here. Have a great day, Nelson, and look forward to speaking with you. Bye.